Hello everybody and welcome to another Grid Legends video. Today we're going to be doing a little part 2 of the Enduring Spirit DLC. Thank you very much to the EA Creator Network for providing a key to allow me to record this before the DLC comes out. And the DLC is out, so you can go and give it a go yourself and see what you think. Today we're going to have a look at 2 more events in the DLC, and we are starting with some electric racing before taking on our own teammates. So let's see how that goes.
Roaring engines, distant thunder, and deployed boosts. All sounds this guy loves. Today's tournament event will have our drivers grabbing that boost, utilizing that extra speed, and securing their positions in this e-race.
So there we have our objective. Go as fast as possible, beat as many other races as possible, and make sure we're boosting as much as possible. 5th or higher. I feel like we can do that. I'm quietly confident. We have some lovely new Formula E cars, which are looking fantastic actually. Not usually a fan of watching Formula E myself. I'm more of a Formula 1 guy. Couldn't really get into Formula E, but driving it, plenty of fun. Right, where are we at? Currently in 10th. So we're aiming for 5th or above, and as much boost as possible across the 3 laps. So I feel like following the rest of the crowd is the way to go. Well, unless we have an opportunity to get past, which we definitely do. Excuse me. Now, as this is a completely new race, I have no idea where these boosts actually are. So they will show up on the map, which is just behind the webcam. And hopefully we will spot them, preferably before we go past them. That would be useful. But we are in the lovely Okutama Grand Prix right now. Amazing scenery actually. This is a really, really nice track. I love this one. Not driven it in these cars. Cherry blossoms in full effect. Oh goodness me. There was a little bit of like panic braking there going up that hill. There's a boost. So we're going to slow down. Get through that. Boost achieved. Boost used. Oh my goodness me. Okay, there was an assault there. I'm not going to lie about it. The boost power kind of got to my head there a little bit. I went on a little bit of a power trip. I'm not going to deny it, but you know, we made the position. We got there, even if it was a lot more aggressive than it should have been. However, you see how effective the boost is. Slightly less effective in real life if you've ever seen Formula E, but I'm not going to complain about it here. I think Jackson Lewis is still a little bit peed off from the last race. If you want to see that, go and watch the last video of Grid Legends. Things got a little bit, well, you know, a little bit crashy with Jackson in Dubai. As you can see by the turning into me just then. But we're going to get through this race, and, well, hopefully we'll get through this race. I don't know. Jackson's probably going to be the decider of that. But we'll catch up later on. Right, we rejoin on lap 3 of this very pretty track. Really just, I'm going to be honest, it's been cut out of the video, but I spent the entirety of that second lap just admiring the scenery. And it's lovely. Big fan. I have driven this track before. However, it was nighttime, and I didn't get to appreciate it as much, I feel like. In the daytime, stunning. Absolutely love it. As you can see, we have got a big lead on Jackson Lewis now, which is very pleasant, and definitely helped by grabbing the boost on the last lap, because we were zooming our way back down the mountain, and we have built up a lovely gap ahead of them. We've got 2 Raven West drivers right behind us, and by right behind us, I mean about 8.5 seconds away, which is just wonderful, because what it does is allow me to admire the scenery again. I'm going to take the boost. I'm going to make a very leisurely drive of it down the mountain. I'm going to go fast. It's going to be great. You got to do it. But like I said, plenty to look at, even if you are going extremely quickly. So this looks like an easy win in the bag, if I may say so myself. It's been very enjoyable overall. Not had any trouble getting to grips with these lovely cars. However, we are going to take a lovely cockpit view. Immediate regret. You know, the halo is important for safety standards, but Oh boy, you got to train yourself to ignore it. Oh boy. You know, it's interesting actually. A lot of F1 drivers, and in many other disciplines with similar cars that include the halo, have said that they don't even see it anymore. It just blends right in. For me, it doesn't. If you've ever seen any F1 streams I've done, the halo is not there. It ain't there to block my view. That is my preference. But you know, it's not as bad as I thought. Whoa, and just about across the line into the confetti and the fireworks. It's one thing that I really love about Grid Legends. Always getting fireworks when you finish a race. It just adds so much more flair to it. Let's just ignore the fact that the nose cone of my car was completely bent at the end of that race. You don't need to worry about it. It's fine. Let's move on to the next one.
Can you beat the classic circuit race setup? That's a rhetorical question. Don't answer that. We'll be seeing pure driver skill in today's race with teams battling it out to climb that leaderboard. Who will be clawing their way up and who will be sliding down to the bottom?
Okay, and to finish up our preview of this DLC, as you can see, we have a nighttime race in Shanghai. Some friendly teammate competition. So, our whole objective here is to beat Yume, which hopefully will come along with us coming first. That's the hope. And what cars have we got here? Oh my god, look at them. They're adorable. Goodness me. Oh, we've got ourselves a lovely little coupe. It's a convertible as well. Perfect. Perfect. Right, let's get to it. This looks great. This looks really good. We are playing this on PC on lovely high settings, I should add. Although I feel like that would be obvious. Because, I mean, look at it. I got into driving games in the early 2000s when they were basically just pixel art. So, playing these games these days and then looking this good is just wonderful. Just absolutely wonderful. God, we are just creating nemesis everywhere we go. Just everywhere we go. Listen, Axel, come on now. I've got a good friend called Axel. You just back off. I know my overtaking isn't as clean as it should be, but I'm doing my best. I am doing my best. Oh no, now their teammate is after me. Oh, and they're a nemesis as well. Goodness me. Right, play a little bit of the curb there on that corner. By a little bit, I mean just go straight over it. Don't worry about it. All part of the plan. I'm not sure where our teammate is right now. But judging by the map, they are currently in 6th, which is way ahead, and I was too busy looking at the map and not what was in front of me there. So we need to really move up the pack a little bit. We can take that corner aggressively. Perhaps too aggressively. Excuse me, Claire. My bad. It's not going to get me in anyone's good books, is it? But we have got a long way to go in this race. Luckily, we have 4 laps to try and make up this time, which at the moment is looking like, well, maybe about 5 seconds or so, which on the first lap, nothing to worry about. All we got to do is just make sure we are moving up. Right, on to lap 2. We're about halfway through lap 2 now. We've made it back into the top 10. Only just. We won't be staying there for much longer if I keep driving like that. But we're looking okay. We're into this tricky little tight section here. We're going to just lay off the accelerator instead of braking so much. Much better, much cleaner. Hey, look at that. Zion's actually learning things. Never thought we'd see the day. But we're looking okay. As I said, we're only in lap 2, so we have plenty of time to catch up. We're on lap 3. Yume is currently in a very healthy 3rd place, which is where we want to be if we want to move forward from this event. Now, luckily, we had, well, yeah, a bit of luck. We came around a corner and another driver was on their roof, so that helped out a little bit. That really helped our cause. But we still are running out of time to try and catch up to Yume, who's having a blinder of a race. We are about halfway through this DLC now. This will be the final video that I do on it, as obviously I want people to take a look for themselves. And so far, really good. Always love to see Grid Legends getting more content. It's a fantastic game. I've really enjoyed covering it and playing it in my own time as well. Big fan. Always nice when a racing game gets a new drop of content. Because while I love racing games to death, obviously they need that content to keep them going, keep people interested, and I tell you what, it works very well on me, because I am just back in, and I'm going to probably play this for hours, to be honest. And, oh my goodness me, as I said in the last video, probably going to slap the wheel onto the desk, get it plugged in, do some races with that, because having done that before, did a few laps in a Ferrari around Brands Hatch, and that was a lot of fun. And Jacob Winters is causing trouble for me. I need to get past you to catch up with my teammates, and I've done it actually pretty well, considering it's me. We may need to get a bit aggressive with overtaking Yume, because we are running rapidly out of time, and they have had an extremely good race. This has really amped up the difficulty, this event. Because the fact that it's taken almost until the end of the race to even see their back end has been, it's been a bit of a struggle, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I could have been driving a lot better, let's be honest, but there you go. So we're nearly there, we're very, very close, but unfortunately we've only got about 50 seconds to get this done. So I must admit, there's a little bit of panic in there, just a little bit. Concentrate, Zion. Come on. Come on, little car. Can't believe we're only doing 70 miles an hour. My foot is through the floor, as it were. It's actually my thumb and my fingers doing the work, but there you go. Right, Yume, I'm sorry. This is going to be a rough one. Oh, boy. Oh, it's too rough. It's too rough. It is far too rough. And with 0 rewinds available in this DLC, that will be the end of our great journey to try and beat our teammate, because today they've outdone themselves and outdone me and my poor car, which is now going to rattle its way across the finish line in defeat. What you have witnessed is a very common Zion failure, but a ton of fun all the same. And do you know what I'm going to do? Finish up this video, go straight back in for another run, because I can do that. Believe in myself. Sometimes. But that is where we're going to leave off, and I'm going to allow you to enjoy the DLC for yourself. And there we have it, the end, or at least the end for me, of the Grid Legends Enduring Spirit DLC. Even with the failure, ton of fun. I'm going straight back in to give that another go, and I hope you guys do the same. Thank you very much for watching these videos, really appreciate it. Make sure to give them a like, subscribe if you fancy to see more content like this, and a ton of other games available in other videos on this channel. And I'll see you next time.